Hey, how we doing, guys? Matt Modi here with OddsJam, and for this video, just giving out my same game parlay for this Thursday. No sweat same game parlay that FanDuel is offering for the Thursday night football game. It's pretty cool. FanDuel has been doing this, I think, for every Thursday night football game so far this season, and I actually have gotten a couple to hit, which is very nice of them to offer this promo. So hopefully I can continue the luck for this one. Obviously, if you're unfamiliar, the way it works is if you place a same game parlay, minimum of 3 legs, minimum odds of plus 400, and if it loses, FanDuel will give you a refund up to a certain amount. Now, for me, for whatever reason, they only give me a $5 refund, but I've seen people have it all the way up to $100. So for you, just make sure you log into your account, check and see what FanDuel will refund you, and whatever that amount is what I would recommend putting on this one. For me, again, only $5, but for your unit size, your bet size, just the max that they'll refund. The only other things to look out for, again, minimum legs of 3, odds must be plus 400 or higher. In order to actually get accepted for it, it's pretty easy. You just click the opt-in button. You will know it works because you will see the accepted button up here. And then if you scroll down, you can just click bet now and it will take you to the game. So you just click same game parlay and you are good to go. So that's how you can opt in for it. Obviously, the most important part of this is how do you actually find good bets to put into this same game parlay? And for me, the easiest thing to do here, just use OddsJam, use their software that they offer. It's an incredible tool. For me, what I like to use is the OddsJam screen. So this screen that you see on the screen here is completely free to use. You just go to oddsjam.com, you go to screen, and then you can sort through different markets. So for these same game parlays, obviously we're going to have some sort of player props to put into them. So the market that I have on the screen here is receiving yards. And the goal of this is to find books that have missed price odds. I guess specifically in this case, look for odds where FanDuel has them mispriced because this is where the same game parlay is for. It's obviously on FanDuel. And right off the bat, I see a pretty good price in Mike Evans to go over 66 and a half yards, and Chris Godwin to go over 69 and a half yards. The reason why I like these, so it's just really cool. You can compare every sportsbook and look at where every sportsbook has Mike Evans and Chris Godwin priced. I'll start with Evans. So FanDuel has it at 66 and a half. Every other book that prices it either has it at 67 and a half, which is the majority of books, 68 and a half, which is Thrive Fantasy, a daily fantasy one, or Underdog has it even higher at 69 and a half, 3 yards higher. The books that you want to look out for, Pinnacle, one of the sharpest sports books in the world, if not the sharpest sports book in the world, prices this a yard higher at 67 and a half, and they favor him to go over this number. They have the over priced at minus 118, the under priced at minus 112, favoring it to go over. Same thing with Chris Godwin, and this is actually an even better price, the Chris Godwin one. So 69 and a half is what FanDuel is offering it. Most of the other books, except for it looks like Fox Bet, every other book has it for 70, as we see here, 71, as we see Pinnacle have, or 72, which is what Thrive has, and Underdog has it at 73 and a half. So most books, except for Fox Bet, have it higher than this FanDuel number of 69 and a half. So right off the bat, those are going to be 2 plays that I am adding to this same game parlay. The over for receiving yards for Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. Now, if you click the drop down, it'll pull up odds for all of the different markets. So we took 2 receiving yards. Let's look at passing yards and see if Tom Brady is a good play here. So you just click to player passing yards, and then it loads up. And what we can see here is it is a good play. Tom Brady over passing yards. FanDuel has it at 278 and a half. No other book has it for 278 except for Fox Bet at 278. But Pinnacle has it at 279. They favor the over. Looks like BetMGM has it at 280. Prize Picks has it at 280. Underdog has it all the way at 283. So this 278 is a pretty big outlier, again, when you compare it to the rest of the betting markets. And it makes sense, right? If we're betting on Godwin's and Evans to go over, we might as well continue this one out and take Brady to go over as well. So that's the third play. We see that brings the total odds to about plus 337. So it doesn't quite qualify for the plus 400. So we just need to find one higher. And the one that I like looking at is anytime touchdown score bets, I think are really good to add. Now, Fournette has been pretty good recently, has just been their goal line back, has scored a ton. He hasn't been super efficient on the ground, but he has done a good job when they get to the end zone scoring. So he makes the most sense as a touchdown scorer. When you add him as the fourth leg, it makes it plus 767 odds. So let me go ahead and lock this one in. $5 to win, roughly just under 40. Would love to put more on this, but unfortunately, that's all FanDuel will give me is 5. But we're looking at Chris Godwin over 69.5 receiving yards, Mike Evans over 66.5 receiving yards, Tom Brady over 278.5 passing yards, and Leonard Fournette anytime touchdown score. And that's going to be it. So good luck if you're tailing this. Appreciate you guys watching, and have a good one. And the bet has been locked in. I want to make sure that I actually lock it in as well for you guys to see. So bet has been locked in. Again, thanks for watching, and have a good one.